or if you're online on QVC.com and you put it into your basket, that's how you do it. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for our one-time only value.
Exciting day, exciting offer. Thank you so much.
We're going to have to do this again. Are you kidding me?
I think so.
I think so. Nate.
I do. Always a pleasure.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Ready to go? Well, wow, what a way. That means we get to start the Big Bonanza Silver Finale a few minutes early since we sold this out. Jill, I had to put the necklace on too. It's gorgeous.
Thanks, Jackie. Yeah, we're really excited about what we have in store for you. For those of you who've been watching QVC for a long time, you know that March 1st is when we traditionally bring you our Big Bonanza Silver event. Well, this year we started it a little early, started on Thursday. There have been special event prices going on QVC.com all for the last couple of days. It all ends tonight. It all ends tonight at midnight. This is our Encore finale, and here's what's really exciting. Most of the items that you're likely going to see in the next 2 hours, you did not see in our big event that we had for you on Thursday. So these are all brand new. Most of these items are pieces that I specifically picked for you. Some of them are modeled after gold pieces that are in my own collection that we decided to do in silver for you. So we have a great lineup. I'd love your phone calls over the next couple of hours. If you love sterling silver jewelry, this is also a great way for you to learn what QVC is so good at. And that is traveling the world, working with some of the finest manufacturers and bringing you great jewelry at great prices. Again, prices online and during this 2-hour show all go up at midnight. So you ready? Let's get going. Here are some of the things that are coming up in the show. So we do have a one-time only for you, and this is from our ultra fine silver collection. These are our hammered circle link necklaces that are available in 16, 18, 20, 24, 36 and 60 inches. This is J293086. Remember, ultrafine silver is 950 silver, so more pure silver in the recipe. It is nickel free, it is more tarnish resistant, and all Italian made. So we'll talk about that coming up. These are the earrings that I'm wearing. They are fabulous. They are also a one-time only opportunity, and they are J290746. 2 inches is the length. They are oval. They are brushed by hand. We have them available for you in all silver, or the yellow gold plated, the rose gold plated, the black, or the chocolate. So these are going to be priced at under $50. Gorgeous, gorgeous earring. J290746. We have a hot pick for you in the show. Also brand new, not 1, not 2, a set of 3, that magic number, in these new flexible bangle bracelets. $59.96. Even better is the easy pay in small, average, and large. These are available in 3 silver bracelets or in a tricolor set where you get 1 in the silver, 1 in the rose tone, and 1 in the yellow tone. That's J292821. This next item, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for months to bring this to you. I've been showing it to you on my Jill Bauer QVC Facebook page. This is an updated version of an Ecclesi watch that I've had in my jewelry box for probably 18 years. And I pulled it out of the vault and I said to Robert Elizondo, I've always loved this watch, but it needs an update. Let's do a bigger face. Let's do mother of pearl as the face. Let's make it a little bit bigger in terms of the square size. We went through probably 3 different versions until we finally got this one just right. If you love oxidized jewelry, artisan jewelry, J. John Hardy, Indonesian, Tosco silver, Southwestern jewelry, just cool and different, I hope you'll check out that watch. It is completely adjustable. You can remove some links on that, and it's all done in your gorgeous sterling silver. We can't wait. And then here is another item. Many times, for those of you who watch often, I have a set of 3 14-karat gold and diamond rings in rose, yellow, and white gold. And every time I wear them, so many of you ask about them. I bought them on QVC, again, probably 15 years ago. So what they're worth today was not reasonable for our gold business. But we worked with the silver buyers and said, well, let's do it for you in silver with affinity. So this is your choice of these rope twisted rings. You get all 3 of them for this price. It's not $149 a ring. You get all 3 in the tricolor or all 3 in all silver. And we're doing it for you on that great easy pay plan, 5 payments of less than $1 a day. So that's J290151. The diamond quality on that, I was picky. I wanted to make sure that when you saw those rings, you really saw that beautiful bezel diamond sparkle, and you'll see them on my hand. They're absolutely fabulous. So those are going to be coming up a little bit later on in the show. But let's get started. So this is our Big Bonanza Silver event. We celebrate the largest silver strike in North American history, called the Comstock Lode, on March 1st, and we've been doing that here at QVC for many, many years. Tonight we are starting off this finale of our encore finale of our Bonanza Silver event with an earring that is either $20 or $26. I feel like we have just stepped back in a time machine and we have been taken back to 1990 when perhaps these prices are more in line with what you'd expect from the 90s, not 2014. This is a fabulous value for the size of these earrings. You're going to get your choice here of a 1-inch or a 1.5 inch. They are a snap bar closure earring. They are all high polished and then they're twisted. So you have this beautiful movement going on these, which I think is fantastic. You know, if you've never bought anything from QVC before, maybe you've never just bought anything jewelry, this is such a great way for you to get started to see what we're all about. Let me just tell you this. If you were to see an earring like this out in your department stores, it's going to be base metal. It's going to be costume jewelry. It's not going to be precious metal, sterling silver. Also, you know, a lot of times when you do see sterling silver out in the marketplace, it's been sitting out open in the air. It's been in those cases a long time and they look a little dingy and they look a little tarnished. That's not going to be the case with these earrings. They are fabulous. With Easter coming up, with, you know, just needing a little pick-me-up for yourself, this is an earring that I think when you get it at home, you're going to love. The smaller size, for those of you who prefer an earring that's a little bit smaller, I think it's a little more modern to go just a smidge bigger. So for me, the 1.5 inch size really is that sweet spot. And you can see them there on Juliana, and she looks so great tonight. And look how pretty those earrings are. I mean, she's wearing white, she's wearing blue. It looks so fresh, like we're ready for spring. And what sings better with navies and whites than silver? She's also wearing that one-time only necklace from our ultrafine collection, also coming up in the show. So we're already really busy on our phones. So if you could use automated ordering, don't forget you can also sit there with your iPad as you're watching. If you've downloaded the QVC app for your iPad or even your phone, you can certainly order these earrings that way as well. Nice snap bar closure here, very easy to slip into the ear, click it in the back, you're going to be good to go. And I'm just going to take one of these off of the stand for a second so that you can really see how pretty this twisting is. I love that. I mean, it's like ribbon, isn't it? Very sculptural, beautiful on all the ins and outs. You know, sometimes when you'll see these twisted designs, they almost look like they've been crimped or there's just something that's not quite right with them. Not this time. Really beautifully executed. It is not a heavy earring. It's not going to pull down in your ears at all. It's not going to tug. It's not going to feel uncomfortable. It's just smooth, polished sterling silver where they've taken this tube and they've been able to create a twist all the way around, but keeping the integrity of that round shape. I love the fact that you have an oversized snap bar closure there, so when you click it into place, it really clicks and it makes it easy for you to kind of feel the back there to lift it up so that you can take it off and put it back on. Over 600 pairs of these already ordered. May I also share with you, we're starting this show with probably our most affordable item in the 2 hours. So all of the jewelry that I'm wearing coming up, this fabulous necklace from Orpaz with Roman glass is featured. That Ecclesi watch that I just cannot get enough of. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I hope you dial in for that. The rings that we were talking about, diamond rings, those bangle bracelets. I mean, we have so many nice things. I mean, just look at all of this jewelry that's going to be coming up. But right here is one of your most affordable options. So if you need to think about some gift ideas, this is also, I mean, I say this in jest because I have to be honest, I'm not the kind of person that would shop for holiday gift ideas in March. However, I know many of you do. So this is something where for 20 bucks, you're going to need a couple different items for your granddaughters. You need a couple different items for your 3 daughters-in-law. Why not pick these up? These prices go up at midnight. So this is a special opportunity. It is the finale of our Big Bonanza sale, but all of these sale prices go away in less than 2 hours. So stock up on them, and you better go check QVC.com too to see if there are other things that you missed from our Thursday event. Well, here's another brand new item not featured on that Thursday event. Everything in this 2 hours primarily brand new. J290248 is this beautiful pave marcasite sterling band ring. I loved this. Super sparkly, glittery. I love it with the sort of blackened looks that we're seeing in silver. Great with a black ceramic watch. $44.82 is your price. That's J290248. All right, the next item that we have for you, quite limited. So if this is sort of one of those specialty items, we're going from our most affordable item in our 2 hours this evening to one of those investment pieces. And for many of you, it's these investment pieces that you really come to these Bonanza events for, because you realize you're getting a better price for the metal than perhaps, you know, even our everyday prices. I think our everyday prices at QVC are fabulous, but especially on these sale event days, to be able to get these big, bold looks, that's when you want to swoop in. Even better is when we put it on Easy Pay, which is what we've done on this beautiful, high polished, textured, hinged cuff. Love the high and low going on here. So high polished ribs that are slightly raised, and then down in the valley between each of those ribs is a beautiful cable kind of twisted texture. You have beautiful design here. This is one of those cuff bracelets that has a hinge to it, making it very easy, made using the electroform process, so you have this beautiful detailing that you could really only achieve with that electroform design. But I also want you to know that when we do electroform like this, particularly in silver, if we left it hollow, which is really, not to get too technical, but that's kind of the electroform idea, is that they are able to form the metal and then drain the core away. So you have a big, bold look, but the problem is you're left with a hollow shell, which could dent or damage very easily. Well, now what we do is we fill in that hollowness with a silicone material. It does give a little weight to the piece, which a lot of you say you love, but it also gives durability to the piece. So this isn't going to be a silver bracelet now that's going to collapse, that's going to dent. I mean, I would hope not. You're spending over $200 on it. I don't want that for you. So that silicone process, it's actually very expensive. It is not QVC trying to cheapen out on the way we're delivering you jewelry. We're trying to make sure that you're making an investment in something that's going to continue to look good for a long time. If we made this all solid, you're looking at a $1,000 proposition. So the silicone idea within the electroform gives you that bold look that you want in silver, but that silicone on the inside again keeps it from collapsing, helps it hold its shape. It gives you this piece for a lifetime. There is a ring, and there's only 3 dozen of those left in the small, average, and large sizes. Stay true to your size in that. There's a ring to go along with it. I just want to show that to you real quickly too. It's a stunner. For those of you that want a great everyday bold ring, oh my, isn't this a good one? Love it. Little designer feel to it, looks very elegant, looks very rich, looks very high-end. I think it's that combination again of that high polish and then that textured cable. This is not blackened, it is not oxidized in any way. So for those who love the high polish gleam, that reflective shine off of silver, this is a piece that totally has that. Great on your ring finger, great on your index finger. Tapers a little bit in the back. So you do have something that's of great comfort, which I particularly like. I love a bold ring, but I don't want it to be too hefty on the underside. This one is not at all. It's J290. 422, $49.96. The retail on this is $85. You can see Juliana's wearing it with the bracelet on her middle finger. It looks stunning. That is such a beautiful suite of jewelry. If you wanted some kind of a match set, that bracelet is a killer. I have to say, the more I look at it, the more I'm thinking that is a winner. If you want big, bold silver, that is one to check out for sure. If you were to see that bracelet in one of our designer collections, how about $300, $400, $500? But because it's our Bonanza Silver event, that bracelet now on 4 payments of Easy Pay, only a few dozen left to go around, and then here's the ring to coordinate. If the ring doesn't work with your budget, but you're loving this look, the ring can be something really nice for you to add. And isn't it fun? You know, you're getting ready in the morning and you're looking at your jewelry collection, it's like, oh, I'm going to put on that brand new ring. And that can be whether you're dressing yourself in something really casual, maybe you love t-shirts and, you know, a cute cozy hoodie and some jeans, maybe you like to get a little more dressed up than that, maybe it's sort of you take every day as it comes. It's a great ring for any silver lover's wardrobe, brand new today. That is J290422. Cannot wait to talk to you about this Ecclesi watch. Been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this one to come on down the pike. This is an update of an original Ecclesi watch that I've had in my collection for probably 15, 16, 17 years. And when I was talking with Robert about watches that we wanted to sort of bring to QVC, I said, you know, Robert, I have some watches that you did years ago that I think with a little modern update would still be so relevant today, and this is one of them. I love the texture on this watch. I love the hint of the oxidation. We made the watch face a little bigger because the original was so small, it was actually really hard to tell time. In some of the early proposals, I mean, Robert will tell you, he used different chain. He didn't put quite the texture on. He'd send me images, I'd send them right back. But this is the one I approved of because it had everything that my original had, but better. So that's coming up on 5 payments of Easy Pay, all solid sterling silver, everybody. J293214. So we have a couple of one-time onlys for you. Already, these have been popular, 150 have been ordered. So these are from our ultrafine silver collection, which is a unique premium collection of silver jewelry that we carry here at QVC. What can I tell you about ultrafine silver? Well, it's made in Italy for one, so we're using some of the finest craftsmen in the world to create this jewelry for all of you. Second of all, it is not sterling silver. It's actually more premium than that. What does that mean, Jill? Well, sterling silver is 925 parts pure silver, and the other 75 parts, in total, it has to add up to 1,000. So 925 silver is 925 parts pure silver. The other 75 parts of that recipe are other alloys that are added for strength and durability. Silver is a soft metal inherently, so it's necessary to have other alloys in that recipe so that it won't be too soft for jewelry wearing. Well, ultrafine is actually 950 parts pure silver. So you have more pure silver in the recipe. And in that remaining 50 parts of other alloys that are used for strength and durability, no nickel. So nickel is often the culprit on why people have reactions to precious metals. It's not the gold, it's not the silver, it's the alloys that are used to give those pure metals their strength and durability. Well, in ultrafine, it is nickel-free. So we have now Italian craftsmanship, we have more pure silver, you have nickel-free, and interestingly enough, in putting in more pure silver, this recipe also is more tarnish resistant than sterling silver. So how about low maintenance? I mean, that perks my ears up anytime I hear those two words. It's kind of the same way I feel when I hear dishwasher safe and machine wash and tumble dry. Low maintenance, we love that, and that's certainly the case here. So let's talk about the links themselves here and what we've done. This is a great summertime necklace, great for layering. I think you can use this with pendants, particularly enhancers that allow you to sort of clip it over. But what you have here are these circle links that are flat links, and they're joined together in a Rollo style. But not only are these links flat, you can see that they have a hammered texture to them. So it really gives a great shimmer, a very pretty look. This necklace feels great. They're all soldered, so they're not going to pull apart or fall apart on you. And this is one of the largest length assortments that we've done in our entire silver event. It started back on Thursday. These sale prices have been in effect since then, but all sale prices on our Bonanza event expire tonight at midnight. So make sure if this is something you want, you're definitely jumping on the line. So here are your lengths. The shortest length we have for you is the 16-inch. Then we have the 18-inch and the 20-inch. This is 24 inches. We have 36 inches, which I always love. If you can do that 36-inch length, you can double it and do a lot of things. But look what I have for you over here. This is actually 60 inches. All right, so a 60-inch chain can now be doubled and you have a layered 30-inch look. You could actually triple it and now you have the look of a multi-strand 20-inch chain. And do you see what happens as you do one layer next to another layer? What happens when you double or triple this chain? Look at the shimmer effect. It's almost like mermaid scales, isn't it? It's beautiful how it reflects the light. I mean, you can see it's very tactile. This is our most limited length. So if you want that for $69, how about $69 in a necklace that's great long, that's great doubled, that's great tripled? And some of you who are petite and maybe could do a 15-inch, you could even do this 4 times and have a shimmery short choker up around your neck as well. That may not work for everybody, I get that. The other nice thing too is you don't always have to wear those doubled or tripled necklaces at the same length, so that if you want to stagger it and make it look like you've layered 2, 3, 4 necklaces, that's another nice thing about those longer lengths. The 36 inch is only $43, so if that's better for your budget or better for how you like to wear jewelry, definitely consider that. This price is only good until the end of the day, and that again is the same same as with every item of our Big Bonanza silver. In fact, it's kind of like every single item in the show is kind of like a one-time only because all of the prices are going to go away at the end of the day. So take advantage of that. The 16-inch, very, very popular, $24. The 18-inch, very popular, $27. The 60-inch is our most limited. So if you want that versatility of one chain that can do multiple things, here's how I look at that. You know, the thing with a 16-inch chain is it's great, looks really good with your t-shirts and things, but a 16-inch chain can only ever be a 16-inch chain. The beauty of that 36-inch or the 60-inch chain is it can be 60 inches, it can be 230 inches, it could be a triple 20-inch, you could double it and then kind of stagger it, so you could actually do more of like a, I don't know, what would that be, 28 and 30 something, 42, 32. Oh, I was so bad in math, my poor kids. So there you can see that layered look there. If you want to do it that way, even if you tripled it, let me do that for you real quickly. So you just take it, bring it around your head once, bring it around again, and now you can kind of layer it so that you have 3 layers. Let me fix that so you don't have it. There you go. Look at that. So from that 60-inch necklace, now you have that sort of staggered look. If you want to do it that way, you can bring it a little bit closer. Now it's more of a, I mean, that's gorgeous. You throw that on with a beautiful silk blouse and a great skirt or great pair of pants or with your suit jacket, you're going to be good to go. Over 1,000 of these have been ordered. It is brand new today. Last call on the 60-inch. If you want this 60-inch, please make sure you're on the line. The 16-inch length is now getting limited, so if you want that length, make sure you're on the line. This is another item I'd love to have you try QVC jewelry if you never have before. It's ultrafine silver. You won't find that anywhere else. Remember, that means you have more pure silver in this necklace than you would in traditional sterling silver. It's nickel-free, so it's an easy piece of jewelry to try, even if you've had issues with sensitivity in metals before. It's more tarnish resistant, so there's not real maintenance when it comes to cleaning it up, which is fantastic. And again, it's all made in Italy, so you have really some of the best craftspeople and jewelry manufacturers in the world putting this piece of jewelry together. It shimmers, it looks pretty on its own, it looks pretty layered. You can see it on Juliana up against the skin. It's quite lovely. There's a shimmer quality. She's wearing those twisted hoop earrings. In case you're just tuning in, we started our program tonight with those twisted hoop earrings, $20 or $26 for a great sterling silver hoop. So if you need a good earring to go along with it, I say that hoop is a really nice choice for you. Juliana's wearing the 1.5-inch size. We also have them in a 1-inch if that works better for you. 60-inch on this necklace, one time only, just sold out. So that one is gone. I'll move it over here so we won't tempt you anymore. And here are the lengths that remain. So here's our 16-inch. Very, very popular. That's starting to get limited. Here's kind of the sweet spot a lot of times with chains. We have the 18-inch length and we have your 20-inch length. So those are the two, you know, they work with most necklines. They look good if you're in more of a crew neck, a scoop neck. It's pretty up against the skin, nice with a little sweater set. You know, they just work. Then here's the 24 inches. Love a 24-inch length if you have maybe just a signature pendant that you wear day in and day out. And once in a while, you kind of want to create a layered look with that. 24 inches, we love that. And then here's that 36-inch. So let's talk about that for 1 second. If you can do the 36-inch length, if your budget will allow, same story as we were just talking about with the 60-inch. You know, a 36-inch chain can be a 36-inch chain, but I can double it, and now I have a layered 18-inch look. So now I have 2 18-inch necklaces that are shimmering and looking so pretty. Or I can separate them just a little bit, maybe do 16 and 20 inches and do a layered look that way. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see how it moves? I mean, that again is also all Italian craftsmanship. This is not the kind of chain fluidity and beauty that you're going to see, frankly, from, you know, manufacturers that are coming out of China and other places. They're good at other things. This is what the Italians really do better than anybody else. They know how to make chain. They know how to create fluidity. They know how to create a drapey look. They come up with new link styles. They come up with new hammering techniques, and all of that really incorporated here. Over 2,000 of these necklaces have now been ordered. Can I also invite you to take a look at the retail value here? We're looking at almost double the price at the retail market for what we're giving you here for our one-time only price. They're easy to wear. You can wear them right now. They're going to look good as you're still bundled up in sweaters and jackets and, you know, your heavier items. But the beauty is, because this has this open shimmer quality to it, how pretty this is going to be with some of the spring colors that we're seeing, these beautiful nudes that are out there. This silver will shimmer beautifully, these soft sea foams that are out there, these muted pastels, and then those radiant orchids and those purples and those plums and those teals that are out there. This is just a gorgeous necklace that's going to sing. So stay on the line. J293086 is your item number. That's one of 2 one-time only values we have for you in the program. The other piece that we're going to talk about is our one-time only, these earrings. And these are the earrings that I'm wearing. These are our 2-inch satin finish elongated oval hoop earrings. I went crazy for these earrings when I saw them. I love the look, and I thought they were pretty when the buyers first showed them to me, but once I put them on, I was thinking, oh, these are so good. People are going to want more than one color. So I'm thrilled that we have them at a one-time only value in the silver, in the yellow, in the rose, in the chocolate, in the black rhodium. They're under $50 from Vicenza Silver, so made in Italy, J290746. And then also, here's another great value coming your way. Not 1, not 2, but 3 bracelets, 3 gorgeous sterling silver bracelets, and these are called flex bangles. So they're really comfortable. They're really easy to put on and take off. They're under $60. They're on Easy Pay, and we have them in the 3 silver, or we have a tricolor set for you as well. Tricolor set's great, by the way, if you're interested in that tricolor affinity ring set that's coming up as well. Here is that kind of twisting, that flexing that we're talking about with those great flex bangles. So we love those. Those are coming up in just a little bit. All right, let's talk about our next item. And this is a ring that I think is fantastic. I love this combination that we've put together here for you. And I love the boldness of this ring. So it's a beautiful lapis doublet. What we've done here is taken a beautiful slice of lapis, and then we've taken faceted crystal quartz and put it over it, completely surrounded in marcasite, but left in a very sculptural, high-polished sterling silver setting. Beautiful ring. The color of the lapis is stunning. Spot on cobalt blue. The marcasite, again, that kind of blackened rhodium silver look that just gives you sparkle. Tremendous. And the beauty of doing a doublet with lapis is that you get a little shimmer. You get a little sparkle. Lapis is a great stone, but it's usually done in a smooth cabochon top. So to be able to have a faceted crystal quartz over the top of it to magnify the color, but also to give you that shimmer, I think is beautiful. I have to let you know, another lapis piece that we have coming up is this great charm bracelet. So if you are somebody who loves lapis, some pretty nice choices for you in the show today between the ring and then this great charm bracelet that's going to be coming up. This is one of our boldest rings of the show. It measures 1 3/8 of an inch front to back. And then top to bottom, and then it's 3/4 of an inch side to side. But do you see how they've sculpted it? I think that's an important thing to show you. It's sculpted on the sides. It tapers down on the underside, so it's a really comfortable ring. Sometimes these longer rings can be clunky, or they feel like, oh, there's just so much going on my hand. This does not feel like that at all. I love that it's a flatter profile. I have to just sneak that watch in there real quick, because look how great the kind of blackened marcasite look is tied back into our Ecclesi watch that's going to be coming up in a little bit. I hope you're going to check that watch out. I think it's one of the best Ecclesi updated versions we've done in such a long time, so I'm thrilled about that. Look how great those two work together. So again, great design, brand new. We're busy on the phones for this. I love it. I think this is a ring. If it's your style, if it's your taste, you're going to get it home and you will not be disappointed. It's that pop of blue, that pop of vibrant color. You know, lapis is a stone that has been used in jewelry for thousands of years. It was inlaid into the tombs of the kings and queens of Egypt. It is a significant stone. The Greeks called this, sapphires dusted with gold. It's a stunner. And remember, that sale price, a great value that goes away at midnight. All of our event prices, online and on the air, poof, they're gone at midnight. So take advantage of them while you can. So In lapis or turquoise, those are your choices in our ultrafine silver bold charm bracelet. Love this piece. They did these in turquoise and lapis per my request because I know how many of you love your blues. I know how many of you love turquoise without an oxidated look. That is J290132 and coming up, all made in Italy. So we started our event tonight, our Encore finale, with about 3,300 pairs of these polished twisted hoop earrings. If you want the 1 inch, which are the smaller, they are available, but only 700 pairs left at $20. The slightly larger pair at 1.5 inches, only 600 of those left to go around, and those are $26. So a great way to get you started, a great way to try QVC, and just, you know, a little pick-me-up. You love hoop earrings, why not get one with a twist? Literally, J290360. All right, so here is our hot pick, and these are fantastic. If you are a bracelet girl, I think you're gonna love these designs. These are these brand new flexible bangle bracelets. So what's really cool here is that you have a bracelet that is all high polished, which I know you'll love. You're going to get not 1 or 2, you're going to get 3, and we know stackable bracelets is so important. But what's so cool with these is they kind of have this, like, the way the tubing's been done, it gives you flexibility. So it's not a hard bangle that you know, is a little stiff to put on. You're now able to open up the look of this bracelet, slip it onto your wrist, as you saw that I just did, fasten it closed, and here's where my old eyes hopefully will not fail me. Click it into place, and there you have it. I've put on 1 pair of the 3 silver, and, or not pair, 1 set of the 3 silver and 1 set of the tricolor. So I'm wearing 2 bracelets in this particular design. So let me show you the different lengths here. Let me make sure I get this closed up here. There we go. And here are your options. So there are different sizes here for you in a small, an average, and a large. That's what we have for you. Small is really going to fit you best if you wear a 6.5 to 7 inch bracelet. Average is going to fit you 7 to 7.5 inches. The large is going to fit you from 7 3/4 to 8 inches. The tricolor I love. I think the coloring on these is beautiful. It really looks like, you know, maybe you were lucky enough to travel to Italy and come back with a beautiful set of rose gold, yellow gold, and white gold bracelets. The color is soft. It's very pretty. It's not too orange in the rose. It's not too brassy in the yellow. Very, very pretty, pretty color tones there. So we have that tricolor assortment. Don't forget, you know, also in tricolor, I'm just going to stick that set of 3 diamond rings. Also coming up, a great match back to those bracelets. And then if you're somebody who just loves all silver, nothing wrong with that. 3 great silver bracelets. They're smooth, they're shiny, they feel good. They're under $60. It's like 20 bucks a bracelet, which I think is a great value when you look at the quality, the ability to have that flexibility. Want to make sure you know, once this bracelet is fastened, it becomes a hard bangle again. But the beauty is usually hard bangles, you know, the problem is they are all hard, it's all formed, and not everybody can get their hands through. So the advantage of having this flexibility is now you really can order your right size. You don't have to worry about ordering so big because that's how it has to slip over your hand, but then it feels too big when it's on your wrist. You just get your normal size. It opens up like I'm showing you, makes it easy to put on and take off. And when they're all stacked together, you have this beautiful, layered, high polished, smooth look. The look really is, you know, the more the better. I'll never forget, I saw, an old vintage photo of Lauren Bacall, and she was sitting around a table. I don't know if she was with sort of the Rat Pack crew or who all, maybe it was at an Academy Awards party, I don't know, but she was sitting there just looking so divine, and she was wearing black, and her arm was up on the table, and seriously, from her wrist almost down to her elbow, she must have had on 12, 14, 15 bracelets. So chic. I mean, you know, I get it. She's Lauren Bacall. She can pull off anything, but she looked fantastic. And so there is something about when it comes to bracelets, 1 is good, 2 is better, 3 is more, 3 is better. And then if you could do another set of 3, that's pretty good. And I think you can pull that off with this bracelet set because the 3 together, while that gives you a nice look, 3 more doesn't look weird. 3 more doesn't look too clunky. 3 more doesn't look like, what's she trying to prove? 3 more just looks really elegant, really chic, really fun. So for my money, I kind of love the idea of doing 1 set of silver and 1 set of tricolor. You can always do the silver on its own. The tricolor, remember, gives you the ability to either mix gold and silver together in your wardrobe, or for those of you who have some gold jewelry and you've always dreamed of owning gold bangles, but it's just not in the budget. I mean, a set of 3 tricolor bangles would be thousands of dollars. So this is a really affordable alternative to still give you that beautiful, elegant, chic look that everybody seems to love in these mixed metal combinations. And then as you can see, I kind of just let them fall where they may. So here's my gold tone, couple silver, here's the rose tone, couple silver. That's 2 sets, and you can see it's not too crazy wide, it's not getting in my way, they're not too heavy, it feels very, very comfortable. Over 1,200 of these have been ordered. The silver is much more limited in what we can ship out right away. So if you have an event coming up later in March or in April and you think these bracelets would be good to have, don't wait too long, especially if you want that silver. And another reminder that all of these prices, don't wait too terribly long to decide what's going to work for you, because all of these prices are going to go away at the end of the day. So when, we hit midnight, make sure that you are picking up the pieces that you love, because I'd hate for you to miss out on these great price opportunities. This is a nice gift idea, and when you think about it, we're offering you 3 bracelets for what you sometimes just pay for 1. So nice stacking look, nice easy way to get started in silver, or a fun way for you to start mixing the colors of metals together with that tricolor. The tricolor, I think, really gives you a bridge, so that if you have a great gold earring that you love to wear, and maybe there's a new silver piece that you've picked up so far that you love, throw on that gold earring, throw on that silver ring, throw on the tricolor bracelet. That's going to tie it all together. We're going to go off to our phones. Judy's joining us in Utah. Hi, Judy. I'm Jill. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jill?
I'm fine, thank you. How can we help you tonight? Did you find something in the show?
Yeah, I just got those bangles you're showing right now in the tricolor.
In the tricolor. Aren't those pretty?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you like about them, Judy?
Because they're flexible. I was watching you bend them back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, it's just a little extra thing built in to make it easy for you to put on and take off. Once it's on and secure, it becomes a hard bangle again. So it's not going to crush, it's not going to move, nothing like that. But it just makes it easy for you to take it so that you can really get the right fit now with a round bangle design.
Great.
Well, I hope you like them. Thanks so much for calling tonight.
You have a good evening now.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So 2,000 of these have now been ordered. We have that beautiful tricolor. Again, mix that in with the diamond affinity rings that are coming up. The tricolor, if you have some of our Bronzo Italia jewelry, pull out the rose tones. If you love your yellow gold jewelry, what a great way for you to, maybe try something a little more affordable, and then know that you've got that silver bangle on days when you want to wear the silver. I love how those look on Juliana, especially against that white jacket she's wearing. You can really see, the pop of the metal, the beautiful smoothness, the sheen that you see there. They're gorgeous pieces of jewelry. It's hard for me to look at these and think, gosh, this is only, about 20 bucks a bracelet. It's $60 for all 3, because think about it, in our designer collections here at QVC and Sterling Silver, a single bangle bracelet can be $198, $298. And then if you wanted to stack 3 of them together, gosh, you stack 3 bracelets that are running you 200 bucks a piece in silver, $600? Where here, these are under 60. So you could buy 2 sets and still be, at 120 bucks. And they're all on Easy Pay. So that makes it also a really nice, affordable proposition for all of you. Small, again, for those of you who have a petite wrist, no more worries about, well, I have a small wrist but a big hand. The problem we're really solving here is you can still stay true to your size, because now you have this flexibility. Many times with a hard-formed bangle, and I know I explained this earlier, but if you have a hard-formed bangle, The key with sizing is it has to be big enough to get over your hand. Well, some gals who have a small wrist have a big hand. So they may find the bracelet that goes over their hand, but once it's on their wrist, it's like swallowing them up. The beauty here is you can go back to your regular size with this bangle look. You have the flexibility here. Makes it really easy just to sort of slip it right on or take it right off, as you can see what I'm doing there. Makes it really easy. There's a simple box and tongue closure, a safety 8 catch to snap down. So once it's, flexed and on your wrist, you're back to that beautiful, smooth, classic bangle style, but it was easier for you to put on, and you're really getting the fit that you need. These are available in your choice of the all silver or in the tricolor, and we have them for you in a small, which is a 6.5 to a 7 inch. If you usually, get a 6.5 to a 7 inch bracelet, I would tell you to get the small. If you normally wear a 7 to a 7.5 inch bracelet, I would say get the average. And if you normally wear 7 3/4 to 8 inches, maybe even 8 1/4, then I would definitely go with the large on these. They are J292, 821. They're brand new. Now 2,500 of these have been ordered, and it's now the last call on the large in the silver. So if you're wanting that silver, we told you the silver was very popular. If you want that gleam and shine of that high polished silver, definitely make sure that you're on the line for those. I mean, isn't this, when I look at this, this is what I really love about sterling silver jewelry. I love it when it's high polished. I love it when it's clean. I love it when it's sleek. I love it when it's smooth. I love it when it's put in a way that the reflection can really do its thing. Sterling silver is actually one of the most reflective of all the metals. So, it reflects back about 95% of the light that shines upon it. So if you really want to maximize what silver can do in terms of that shine element, high polish smooth is going to win you over every time. Here's the tricolor, and I'm noticing on camera with our lights, it's kind of hard to differentiate the rose from the yellow, but I can tell you in person, you can absolutely see that there's a color difference there. So sometimes if I put the white in between, I think you can maybe see the color difference a little bit better. It's harder when the yellow's right next to the rose, and that's exactly how I like to wear my tricolor, by the way. I always, for some reason, even with the rings that we have coming up, I love to put the white. Whoa, it's rolling away. I love to put the white metal on the interior and then having the rose on one side and the yellow on the other. These are on easy pay, great bangles. It's summertime before we know it. It really is coming, I promise. So you're gonna be wearing shorter sleeves. These will be great bracelets for you to layer. Now, in what we can ship out right away in the silver, we started with 2,000 total. There's only 200 left in the small, 300 in the average, and 3 dozen in the large. So if the silver is the one that you're really eyeing there, don't wait too terribly long, especially if you want it sooner than later. J292, 821, a great, great value for 3 bracelets. And then we also have this polished classic band ring, a really nice complement back to that bracelet. That's a good price. It's under $30. A lot of you might choose that and use it as a substitute for a wedding band. It's J290357. We also have some great Byzantine pieces in the show tonight. This is a woven Byzantine bracelet or a necklace. It is available between $39 and $109. So some nice pricing there for you. That necklace comes in 3 different lengths, 16, 18, and 20. And 2 of those 3 lengths are under $100 for a Byzantine necklace. And it's all Italian and it's ultra fine. So some big things going on there. J290867. All right, we are going to talk next about an all marcasite piece. I know we showed you just a moment ago that blue lapis surrounded by marcasite. Here is an all marcasite ring. I fell in love with this ring when our buyer showed this to me. Really, when the hosts talk about the jewelry that they've seen and that we pick out for these events, we go to a meeting. It's usually, an hour and a half to 2 hours long. You sit down at a table, and then the buyers come in with tray after tray after tray after tray and ask all of us to sort of, pick out pieces that we like, and we kind of build our little pile. And then I'm picky, so I go back through my pile and I have to edit it. Did I really like it? Was it an impulse? What was it? And then there are certain pieces that at the very end, that sort of like, those are my must-haves. Well, this was one of the must-haves. I just thought this ring was fabulous. I don't want to say I've always loved marcasite. I really grew to love marcasite. And I love it especially with these blackened metals that are so modern. To me, marcasite looks so fresh again. When I wear a black ceramic watch, which I have one and I love it, sometimes my high polished sterling silver is almost too white of a contrast. So what I love about the marcasite is I have that richer kind of a, blackened metal look. Case in point, here's our other time only coming up in that blackened metal. So see what I mean? If you have some of those black rhodium looks in a great bracelet, maybe in some kind of a chain necklace, in that black ceramic watch. Maybe you have a great black ceramic watch with Judith Ripka. What ring are you wearing on that hand? Why not do something like this? I love that we alternated the pave look of the marcasite with these beautiful rose cut designs. So you have all of these square cut marcasite, you have your round faceted marcasite, row after row after row. And you can see too that the rounds and the square cut give off different reflections. The square cut I just think is stunning. I just think that's so pretty and it's so bright. This is $44.82. Look at it too, in this black leather dress. To me, I know everybody goes crazy for black spinel. I don't know. I just think the marcasite is just a little more hip. And if you love hematite and that kind of metallic gunmetal glow, I think you'll love that ring. That comes in sizes 5 through 10, and that is item number J290248. All right, here is the one affinity diamond ring that I have for you in the show in colored diamonds. So this is a choice of your blue or natural color champagne, J290274. So designer. Look at that braided look on the side, this beautiful bold color in the center, 4 payments of easy pay. All right, what are we going to talk about next? Well, 2 gorgeous, fabulous gemstones, our ultra-fine silver assortment, and our kind of first ever charm bracelet from Ultrafine doing this gem combination. So this is item number J290132. And what we have for you here is this beautiful ultrafine silver and lapis or turquoise charm bracelet. This is on 4 payments of easy pay, so a really nice opportunity. Just chock full of beautiful charms. There's smaller polished beads. I love this kind of elongated melon shape high polish bead. Some of these beads have some ribbing or fluting to them. Here's a more narrower kind of a ribbing on that melon shape. I love the flat puffy discs. They kind of look like little, parts of a lollipop. Again, more bulbous shapes, but just completely chock full, just of the ultrafine silver. Then you go back and you look at all of these beautiful lapis beads. Look how many of them there are on this bracelet. So when I hold this end to end, look at everything that you're seeing. When you wear this bracelet, it's completely full. It is not a charm bracelet that you're going to have to wait the next 27 years of your life hoping that you find charms as you travel around the world, and maybe someday in your final days on this earth, your charm bracelet will be filled. No, this one is filled straight away, so go out and have a ball with life and wear this bracelet everywhere you go. The lapis is very popular, and it is more limited of what we can ship out right away. So I just showed you the lapis. Let's talk about turquoise. So this is a bracelet that our buyers showed me when we were doing our meetings for Bonanza, and we do them like in this fall. So I mean, it's 6-8 months out. And they showed me this concept, and I said, I think we need to do some different colors. I can't remember what the colors were that they had showed me, but I said, why aren't we doing like the blues? I think with this bright, there's a brighter, luminous quality to the ultrafine silver, maybe because there's more pure silver, that I really felt strongly that this bracelet needed these pops of saturated blue or vibrant turquoise. And I also know how many of you love turquoise and silver in a non-Southwestern way. You don't want any oxidation. You don't want it to be that more casual. You want it to be a little more refined. I also hope that when you look at these turquoise beads, you realize we worked very hard to get as close to a matrix-free turquoise as we could. So it's all pure color. It's all that beautiful, you know, true turquoise blue. These are natural of origin stones. These are not resin. This is not plastic. This is not simulated. It is not reconstituted. This is all natural of origin, beautiful turquoise and lapis. Look at that white jacket that Juliana has on with the sheen of that silver and the pop of that turquoise. If anything can get you in the mood for warm weather, it has to be that look. Well, of course, we're all in the mood for warm weather because we've had so much snow here, especially on the East Coast. It's just crazy. But I think when you look at these colors too, these are wearable colors for every woman's wardrobe. Whether you love denim and you are always more on the casual side, you live for your jeans, I'd go with the lapis if I were you. If you're a turquoise girl, I just feel like you know it. Like you're looking at this and saying, okay, I get the lapis with the jeans, great, Jill, but I love my turquoise. Well, I'm right there with you because I'm a turquoise girl too. And I think the turquoise with the ultra fine silver, you know, they take the time, the Italians actually solder every single one of these charms and beads onto this bracelet by hand. I mean, there's so much craftsmanship here. There's so much to this bracelet that I think to be able to get this at under $200, and you know, think about it. I look in magazines and catalogs all the time. I'm a shopper, so I love to go to the mall and wander in and out of stores and boutiques just to see what's out there. You know, some of the little fashion boutiques that are out there will have a charm bracelet like this in base metal and plastics and resins, and you know, it could be $125, $140. What we're showing you here is not even, it's beyond precious metal because you're getting more pure silver here than you would in sterling. 950 parts pure metal, pure silver, nickel free, so no sensitivities, Italian made, and genuine stones. So let me update you on where we are with this bracelet. So we started with 800 of these we could ship out straight away. If you need 6 3/4, I have 100 in the turquoise and fewer than 3 dozen in the lapis. If you want 7 1/4, there's 150 in the turquoise, 2 dozen in the lapis. In 8 inches, 3 dozen turquoise. Lapis is advanced order, and that's May 24th, thank you, May 24th. So we, you know, might have to do advanced orders on some of these guys. We knew they were gonna be popular, but because of the labor involved in making these, I mean, look how many elements are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 individual beads of turquoise or lapis and ultrafine silver individually soldered onto this round Rolo link chain. By the way, I have to show you this clasp. This is what's called a smart clasp. Do you see how when I pulled that C-ring open, it's staying open? That makes it very easy for you to put on so that you don't have to always ask for help. And then all you have to do is tap that, it'll close, and it's nice and secure. Beautifully designed. We've done versions of this bracelet before in different combinations of stone and different kinds of shapes of beads, but we've never done it in ultrafine before. And I think, again, that extra luminosity that you get, that extra brightness that you get in this silver piece, because it's done in ultrafine, because you have more pure silver, is absolutely stunning. Try that turquoise and the ultrafine with red. That is a gorgeous combination. Love it with your orange too. And then here, if you're loving the bracelet and you're looking at it and saying, well, gosh, that turquoise is so pretty, but which one am I going to wear more? For a lot of you, the lapis might be a safer bet. It's more like an indigo. It's more like a navy. So, you know, a little more vibrant than that, but you can wear it the same way that you would wear those other tones. I love it with this lapis and marcasite ring that we had a little bit earlier for you. What a gorgeous combination. J290132 is your item number. Stay on the line if you're dialing in. 6 3/4, 7 1/4, or 8 inches. And the only thing that we have remaining that you can get straight away is turquoise in the 6 3/4 or turquoise in 7 1/4, and only a few dozen of each. Everything else is advanced orders now, shipping out to you in May. So it'll ship out May 24th. You'll still have it for, around Memorial Day and that time of year, right after that. But if you want that bracelet, please make sure that you are dialing in while you can. All right. A lot of you are asking about the necklace that I'm wearing. It's from Orpaz. Here's a stunning ring that we have from Orpaz as well. And this is J293224. It's our Roman glass and gemstone scroll ring, and it's $49.96. This Orpaz necklace, I just think is fantastic. It's our statement necklace of the show. It is J293225. There's 350 of those that can ship out right away. We've put it on 4 payments of Easy Pay, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Sorry about that. All right. Robert Elizondo.
Jill, I've been so excited to come out and celebrate our achievement.
I know.
Seriously, this
We're a pretty good team, Robert.
I'll tell you,
Well, listen, gosh, I guess it was maybe a year or so ago, I had said to Robert, in passing here or there, remember that watch we did that time? We should do an updated version. So we did that for the Creed event.
We did.
And it blew out the door.
Very successful.
So then Robert said, what else do you want to do? And I said, you made this watch years ago that I bought for myself that was a little sort of artisan inspired.
Right.
I always loved it. And Robert said, oh, I love that watch too. And I said, but my biggest complaint was always that the face was a little too small.
That was smaller.
It was
definitely smallish.
So Robert said, all right, well, let me see what I can do. So I got this, email from the buyers. Here's Robert's first interpretation. And I was like, oh, it doesn't look like the original at all. He's got to go back to the drawing board. So then I got a second email. Here's Robert's second interpretation. And I said, well, it's a little bit better, but why isn't he using that original chain? I love that flattened, oxidized chain. And tell him to put a little more texture around the face.
Yeah, the term update is subjective, I guess. We maybe started at a different place, but we ended up.
But the third version, came through, and I looked at it and I said, oh my gosh, it's awesome. I've been wearing this watch. I posted pictures on my Facebook page. I'm thrilled about it, but tell everybody why you're so excited too.
Of course, I loved the original, Jill. It was great. My favorite thing about this is this Indonesian style texture that we used on the case, and then marrying that with the foxtail chain. But honestly, when I actually saw the new sample come in at the new size and scale, I was just floored.
Oh, it's great.
Because it really took something, some beautiful aspects of the original, but brought them in at this gorgeous updated scale that I think is just so modern now. We used a more highly polished chain this time around, so we have a little bit broader,
look at that.
Sterling surface there.
And that's a thick chain. I mean, that's all solid sterling silver chain that's very fluid, feels beautiful. I mean, the epitome of what you would want a real bracelet watch to be.
Definitely. And again, this is, I would say, a quintessential Ecclesi timepiece. This is what the brand is about. If you've known the collection over the years, we love to use the light oxidation with the sterling to really show off the characteristics.
Love it.
We've loved the square case over the years, but it's a rounded square case, so it has just a beautiful, supple look to it, feminine, gorgeous. The foxtail chains, instead of using like a solid band all the way across, using the 4 chains gives you beautiful movement to it, I think.
Yeah, look at that. See, there's that shine. See how fluid that is? I love the, detail, these artisan textures here. It's not too huge on the wrist in terms of height. Genuine mother of pearl face, very easy to read. Adjustable on the back, everybody, so you can remove 2 of these so that it can be even smaller. And Ecclesi has this great program where if you get it at home and you wish it was just a little bit larger, you can reach out to Ecclesi. There'll be information in your box, and you're sometimes able to provide them with an additional one of these clasps. There's a little bit of a cost with that, but I mean, if that's an option for you, I want to make sure that you're aware of that. When I look at this watch, I just think of the tens of thousands of you out there who love jewelry by John Hardy, our J line here at QVC.
Exactly.
Barbara Bixby, who does some of those beautiful, you know, textured, oxidized looks. Our Southwestern collections. I wore this for a show with Carolyn Pollock last week. It looked amazing. You have Southwestern jewelry. You have jewelry from our Bali collections here at QVC, from Silver Marketplace over the years. But then also I look at this and think, all right, so for the girl who does love some of the black rhodium looks,
yes,
this little bit of oxidation allows you that. I think this is a watch for those of you who are creative and who like things that are different. You don't want the piece that's like everybody else's. You want it to stand alone. You want it to be unique. You want your watch to be fashion, and this is such fashion, but in this sort of fine jewelry category.
Right, exactly. You know, you really hit it on the head, Jill, because, you know, there are so many options out there in watches. I think that what this timepiece brings is that unique look. This is something that you're not going to see on everyone, you know, when you're walking around. This is something that I think is going to be a conversation piece, you know, unique, not like that watch that you would just see coming from the mall.
Right.
Definitely special.
And all solid sterling silver. There's so much silver in this piece. We have it on 5 payments of easy pay. So I think that's something else for you to really make sure that you pay attention to, because that easy pay, you know, brings it home for $45 and you can put it on and you can try it on. I feel like once you get this watch and you put it on and you see how beautiful it is, how stylish it is, how easy it's going to be to wear, you are going to fall in love with it and wonder, why did I even hesitate? Now, if you want this shipped out right away, we don't have a ton of them to go around, so make sure that you're on the line. I have to say, and I'm not just saying this because it's something that I asked you to do, I feel like this is one of the best Ecclesi watches, you know, that we've been able to sort of maybe reintroduce.
But I really agree. You know, it has the pedigree to it, Jill.
Yes,
it really does.
yes.
And I think that when you do that, you know, when you go back to your archives and your true DNA, I think that represents your brand the best and the truest. And I think it really shows through in this timepiece. It's everything someone who loves sterling silver jewelry, who has followed the Ecclesi collection, would love and appreciate in a timepiece. It's going to look great. It's going to feel great on the wrist. The silver value is there. I think when I last measured, there was something over like 2 ounces of silver that goes into making this timepiece. So it's really a credible amount of value there as well.
I want you to see. So, you know, here's this lapis ring that I was showing you earlier with just a little hint of that marcasite, and look how great that is. Coming up, we have the Orpaz. I mean, look how fabulous this watch looks with the Orpaz. We have that blackened silver earring that's going to be coming up a little bit later. That looks beautiful. But yet here, you want to do high polish, and it pulls out the element of the high polish in this gorgeous foxtail chain. That's what gets me. I mean, I think all the beautiful elements of the design here, look at the side of the case, but all this silver and this beautiful, look how thick it is, you guys. I mean, that right there makes this piece, and I think that shiny silver hoop with it also looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does look great, you know, because we do have those touches of high polish on the watch, so it really works back to either even your modern pieces, I think, would marry well with this. But, you know, it is a substantial timepiece, beautifully made. Always remember, we have the Ecclesi warranty. It's a 3-year full warranty on these timepieces, and of course the great service of QVC to back that up as well.
Well, we only have 500 to go around that we can ship out to you right away. So if this is something that you think that you would like, I know it's a considered purchase. I have no doubt in my mind, 110%, that when you get this at home, you are going to absolutely go crazy. I think it looks really pretty on television. It's fabulous in person.
You'll go crazy in a good way.
Yes, crazy in a good way. I love, too, I didn't even pull that ring. Juliana's wearing that marcasite ring that we just talked about a little bit ago.
That's so great to see.
Look how nice that looks with this watch.
I hadn't seen marcasite in a while, and I was, you know, we were saying backstage, that's really nice to see. It was beautiful, beautiful ring, and yeah, it actually works back to this quite nicely.
And I love too the quality of the mother of pearl you were able to get here too, Robert. I mean, it just looks beautiful. It's dreamy almost with this.
It really is. You know, and I think it provided a beautiful blanket on that dial to work back to the light oxidation and the texture of the case and the bracelet. And you know, it's not easily done, you know, to find the top grade mother of pearl for these dials, it means we have to reject a lot to get that beautiful opalescent look.
Well, the retail on this is $385. Our sale price that you have an hour left to use is $229.84. You know, there are so many watches out in the marketplace that, you know, they have a designer name on them. They're more money than this, and they're simply a base metal.
Right.
This is precious metal sterling silver. As Robert said, like there's something like 2 ounces of silver in this piece. I've had my original version of this watch, I think, for probably 18 years.
It's been a
I mean,
while.
I've had it for such a long time. I still love to wear it, but I was so glad we could do an update that I feel like it looks very modern, but it still has that cool quality to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's an update. We started with about 1,200 of these, fewer than 400 to go around that we can ship out right away. So do stay on the line. It's the only watch that I have for you in this show. We saved it for the finale. I wanted it all to myself, but I'm so proud of how it evolved, and I just think it's fabulous.
Thank
Good
you.
job, as always. What are we
great.
doing for Creed?
Yeah, you know, we're
Better
gonna get
get
right to it, right?
Thanks for being here
Thanks,
tonight.
Jill.
Nice to see you. Stay on the line for that, everybody. That is our sterling square case multi-row bracelet watch. Real quickly, just so you know, the measurement on that, the case on that is going to be about 1 1/4 inches square. And remember, you have 2 removable links on that, so it'll really work for everybody. Our stack rings from Affinity coming up. Your choice of 3 silver or the tricolor set. These are modeled after solid gold and diamond rings that I own myself. I showed them to our buyers here, and we said, you know what, let's do them in silver for Silver Day. Many of you ask me about those rings all of the time, and you know, we don't carry that designer anymore. They would be 5 times as expensive today in gold. You're able to get them on Easy Pay, couple hundred sets already ordered. They're really a great collection. And then also, can't wait to talk about these earrings. About 5 minutes from now, we'll talk about them. They're the earrings that I have on. I'm wearing them in the brushed silver, but they also come in rose or yellow, the chocolate or the black. They're Vicenza silver from Italy, and that is J290746. Okay, next.